bricks up, build what I want to make.
Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
Shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream,
what up, Nine?
get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future. We all start losers. We're all late bloomers. Gotta shut up.
Trapaholics Mixtapes.
As the 9% and Word would say, make a better you, a better us.
Give them what they ask for.
Who do you think you are? I'm the Word. Boy, I'm the one who put in the work.
When I move, is it a quick rumble? I will never ever fall, never stumble. And I don't need to be humble. Break down walls like Jericho crumble.
What up, Nine?
My bad. What up, though? It's the Word. You see the title. We about to get into it. But before we do that, let me get it to the chat. Selena, what up, though, sis? Appreciate you, man. Yeah, I'm back. I'm about to be more, because I was supposed to go live the other day, but I got sick and then I lost my voice. I got my voice back, but you can still hear, a little bit of raspy in it. So I'm not going to be too long tonight. I'll probably take another day off. I thought, Anyway. Ron's my brother. Good to see you, man. I missed you, fam. Dee Dee. What up, though, Dee Dee? Appreciate you, sis. Appreciate you. I think I get everybody in the chat. We the few, but we the mighty. What up, though, y'all? Hey, man. Since I've been off, I have been over on TikTok, right? And TikTok different, bro. Look, I've been over here for 4 years now. I think it's been four, either 3 or 4 years. And I heard a lot of crazy things. I heard a lot of delusional things, but through my combined 4 years on here, just a couple weeks I spent over there, I promise you, there's more people over there who use that platform that we talked about delusion, right? The opposite of reality. We all have our own reality predicated upon of our own personal experience, shapes the way we look at life, so we all get our own, reality, but we also share a reality, right? If you want to call it social constructs, we all share a reality, but we all have our own reality. Like, we all different, right? We all experience different things. We all brought up differently, but we have a consensus on some things, right? This is how an easy way to understand someone is delusion, right? It's one of the easiest ways. If someone generalized their own personal experience, what do I mean by that? If you think because you went through it, everyone else is going through it, or that's just how it is, you crazy. You cray. Something wrong with you. No, that's your experience. And that's predicated upon the positions that you put yourself in, or, when you're a kid, a lot of times you can't help, the positions you're put in. That's understandable, but when you're an adult, then that's your responsibility. But as a kid, so if you hear me say something like the positions others put you in, I'm talking about as a child. I'm not talking about as an adult. Because as an adult, if you allow somebody to put you in a situation, key word is you allowed them. You have power and authority over yourself now. As a kid, we don't have that, right? So that's understandable. So for context purposes, I just want to put that out there. Because through the conversation, you will hear me say the positions others put you in. And what I mean by that is when you're a child, you can't help that. There's some things you can't help. There's a lot of things you can't help as a child. And unfortunately, that's where a lot of our trauma come from. And our perspective, the foundation of our perspective, meaning the way we look at life, is built from childhood. So if you've been put in comparable positions or situations as a child, it will shape the way you look at life when you're an adult. That's proven, right? That's proven. And it affects people differently. It breaks some people and it makes some people, right? I've been through a lot of stuff as a child. It didn't break me, right? It actually made me stronger. I know people who've been through less than me and it broke them, and they're broken adults now. You will hear people say, I have to heal from childhood trauma because it's affected me in my adult life. That's true. A lot of people go through that. Totally understandable, right? Totally understandable. So what I'm talking about now, the topic, right? The topic is social media proves why everyone's voice isn't relevant. The reason I say that is because I heard some of the most asinine, ludicrous things I ever heard online just in the last week. Like some of the stuff people say, like you go over there, and this is what happens, right? This is what happened. We heard of, we know who Jim Jones is. I ain't talking about the dude who made Ballin'. I'm talking about the cult leader, Jim Jones, right? We had, you probably never studied him, but in psychology, I studied Jim Jones. We studied different cults, you know what I'm saying? But specifically Jim Jones, because this man convinced a lot of people to unalive themselves, right? He convinced that. How did he do that? He got a lot of people who were mentally broken, who were easily manipulated, easily convinced, He manipulated them, convinced them that his way was the best way, and he got the people to unalive himself, right? And there's a reason we study that in psychology, because that's not the first time it happened, ain't gonna be the last time it happened. You know, human behavior is essential in interacting with other people, because you truly never know what's in someone else's head. So the reason why we study human behavior is to understand patterns, because everything leaves evidence, right? It leaves evidence. You know, why a person does something, it leaves evidence. So if you get a delusional person who may be charismatic, you know, likable, they can easily manipulate weak-minded people. Sometimes a person don't even have to be weak-minded. A person can be emotionally driven, and you can appeal to someone's emotions, right? You can fill a void or a gap someone has in their life. You know, so it ain't just mental. You know, it can be emotional. You know, you can appeal to people, and the reason that's dangerous, especially with social media, is because echo chambers are built. Like going over there, you put a prompt up, and it say one I seen yesterday. It say all men are like this, and it start a list of negative things, like all men are illiterate. Like how, like you're some of the greatest minds that we ever experienced on the planet Earth were men. So to say all men, even today, some of the greatest minds are men. So all men can't be illiterate, right? Another thing they had on there was what it do, what the business is. My sister's in the building. Tay eats y'all. What it do? What the business is, man. Appreciate you, the lady of the nine, the minister of defense, the general, commander. Stop playing with me. What it do? What the business is, man. My bad. My voice. I lost my voice a couple days ago. Get me back though. I thought it'd be better. I was sipping on some lemon and honey before I started this, and some hibiscus, and it felt good. But anyway. So this woman's prompt. And she said, "Men don't understand." What was it? Men don't understand consent, right? All men, not some men, not most men. See, when you say all men, you're generalizing, and you can tell. It's something that I had to learn, right? It's something that I taught myself, right? And it's more important to understand why people say things versus what they say, because if you can understand why they said it, you can understand the context of what they said. So when I'm looking at this prompt and I'm listening to how she responds and acts, you can easily tell she's projecting her personal experience, right? And people often do that. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. What I'm saying, what you're projecting can be bad, because if you create an echo chamber and you start spitting off all this negative stuff that you experience and you're not taking accountability for the part you played, you will start getting people who had similar to same experience come in, and now you're validating their experience. So instead of people actually healing from the experiences they went through, instead of people learning and moving forward, growing from the experience, now you're validating the situation. And this is how the victim mentality gets created, because complaining, there's nothing wrong with complaining, right? Complaining is simply stating something that's that you don't agree with, or that dissatisfies you, that makes you uncomfortable. That's what complaining does. So when a person complains, 9 times out of 10, they're looking for a solution. But when you complain and you're actions or your intention is not to find a solution, that's when you start developing victim mentality. Not only would you develop a victim mentality, but you'll start playing a blame game, right? That's like okay, I'm gonna use myself as an example, right? Like with my ex-wife, I can easily sit up here and say, "Oh, she ain't shit," or "She did this to me, she did that to me." You know why I don't do that? This is the reason why I don't do that. Because everything she did, I allowed it. And when I say I allowed it, if I tell you, I'm not gonna tell you. Let's just say she took some money. You know why she was able to take the money? Because I put her on my account. Once I put her on my account, it was for her to do whatever she want to do, right? So who mistake is that? Mine or hers? Is it her mistake? I can sit up here and say, "Well, I trusted her," and it's no, 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 no. She did. Look, she was who she is. She is who she is. I should have knew better. I didn't. I learned. I had a very um, expensive lesson to learn from the experiences, but I don't blame her. She was only being herself. When you and I was delusional. I'm being honest because I knew who she was. I see what she did to other people who she knew before me and was closer to me. My delusion was that she wouldn't do it to me, even after I had evidence that she did it to people she was closer to. So if she did it to them, why wouldn't she do it to me? You know why? Because I'm fucking delusional. That's my fault. That's not her fault. Until I understand that, I would never correct it. You know what happened when you don't correct what you can control? You start going into a cycle. Start meeting other people just like her, and guess what? Start experience the same thing over and over and over. Why? Because of my bad selection, my bad choices. Not they just being them. People just go be people, man. People are who they are. You know, like Maya Angelou told you, DMX told you, expect people to be who they are, man. Not who you think they gonna be, not who you want them to be, but who they are. And if you can't do that, it's delusion. Simple and flat. So to get it for me to get on here because I experienced that, and she was a black woman, right? So associate that experience I had with her to put that on every black woman. That's me playing a victim. Well, black women are like this because this one black woman, even if it's five black women, right? Say it was five black women who did the same thing to me. It's still billions of black women out there, millions, billions, whatever. It's a whole bunch of other black women out there. I just keep picking the wrong ones. That's my fault. Maybe I need to up my game so I can receive better. A lot of people don't want to look at their life, look at the position where they are in life, and say, "This." I very rarely run across it. People who don't look at the position of life they're in and say, "You know what? I made these decisions to put me here." You know what they do? Well, my daddy left. My mama wasn't there. They did this to me when I was a kid. This girl did this and it set me back. This dude did this and it set me back. They blame everybody else instead of themselves. And like I said, when you a kid, you can't control that, but you can learn from that. That's what you can do. If you had a bad childhood, when you have kids, you can learn from the experience that you had. Maybe you were neglected, maybe mom or dad wasn't there, whatever the case was, you can learn from that experience and you do better. You do better as a parent. You know, don't do what your mama or daddy didn't do or did do. Don't do what they did wrong and continue to cycle. No, you learn from that experience. Maybe they wasn't paying enough attention and some bad stuff happened to you, somebody touched you, so you have to do better because you know what? You know what happens if you don't do better because you experienced it, right? That's what you do with childhood trauma. You learn from it. You don't repeat it. You don't rinse and recycle the shit. No, you learn from it. A lot of times I learned how to do the things right because I experienced it being wrong. That's how I learned. I knew this wasn't right because of the results that it yield, right? That's why it wasn't right. So as a parent now, I have to do better. It's not even about the blame game. Sometimes they don't know better. Sometimes they not mentally strong enough. They not emotionally strong enough. And that's why before I even had kids, I had to make sure I was right. That's what I learned from my childhood. I had to be in a position where I can be there for my children. That I had to have the knowledge, I had to have the patience, I had to have all these things before I even decided to have kids. And if I didn't develop it, I wasn't gonna have them. Just wasn't gonna do it because of what I experienced. I didn't want to put nobody else through that. I didn't want nobody else to go through it into their stories, but they allow the person to have access to certain things and then complain. Yeah, yeah. And see, and when it goes, and like I said, I don't want nobody to get it twisted. There's nothing wrong with complaining because if you don't complain, then no solution could be found. Complaint is not, it's what goes beyond complaining, right? And you can identify that. And the main thing you can use if they generalize the experience, if they generalize, if they don't take accountability for the part they played, right? That's the key thing, especially as adults. If you go through anything as an adult, you allowed it. Flat and simple. You put yourself in position for the shit to happen. And sometimes that's hard to accept when people done did something to you or, you feel like you had no control. Sometimes we put ourselves in the vicinity, we put ourselves in the environment, we put ourselves around the people who do these negative things to us. And we can learn from that. Because if we keep putting ourselves around those type of people and those type of environments, you'll keep getting the same results, man. You'll keep getting the same results. You can't complain about hood shit and you staying in the hood. You can't complain about nothing that happened in the hood if you stay in the hood. You can't complain about it. Because that's what comes with the hood. Hood shit. That's what it do. If you want better, you got to do better. That's just simple. And it's not easy, but it can be done. You got to have that will and desire. You have to stop settling. See, this is what people want. People want things around them to conform to their ideology to make them feel comfortable. It's not how life works, man. If you want that, you have to build that. You have to build it, right? You can't accept a job, right? You can't go in and this is why I can't work for people. I'm gonna tell you, this is why I can't work for people, right? Because if I accept a job, that means I'm going to somebody else's shit. And once I'm in their shit, that's their shit, bro. Whatever they want to do, whatever they decide to do, that's their shit. And they go do it. I accepted it by coming down. When I get tired of it, I'm not gonna sit up here, oh, things needs to change around here. Because the only thing gonna change is you. That's the only thing gonna change. They're gonna get your ass up out of there and get somebody willing to take the shit that they doing. Just how it works. Tay eats y'all. Tay eats y'all. What up, though, sis?
What's good?
Chilling, chilling. Man, they be tripping on. I got kicked off like 3 panels yesterday.
You lying?
I couldn't. One of them I understood because the lady was like, "I'm sorry, you need to get your voice back. I can't hear you," and she dropped me. I'm like, "Okay, that's fine. That's understandable." But this other lady, the lady I'm talking about, she was like, "Oh, men are illiterate." I'm like, "No," I said, "Ma'am, I'm not illiterate." She was like, "Well, maybe you're not, but all." I'm like, "I'm
What
not."
she kind of heavy said?
She was. She didn't show her face.
Oh, okay.
but she was tripping. She was talking about circumcision is bad. I'm like, ma'am, you don't have a. She got mad. I was like, look, you don't have a penis. You know, uh, you don't understand. I worked in a hospital for 15 years. Do you know like the shit that get caught in there and the person ain't cleanly? It's like bacteria. They had to do an amputation on the dude one time. He was a homeless guy, but
You're
they had to
lying.
amputate shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man. Like, why do you even care about circumcision? And then she had under that, my body, my choice. So how you gonna complain about what a man got, and then you talk like you wow, like yeah,
uh, they be on there
I,
talking about anything.
man, it was people on there. The realest one is in the building. What up, Brody? They was on there talking
Up,
about
realist?
a trans woman is a woman, and I'm looking like, come on, man.
Oh no, we ain't even supposed to go there.
But this is what I'm saying. This is what the social media has done. It's created echo chambers. And these people come together with a delusional ideology, and they find other people like that. I guarantee you, these people who come on here like that, they can't find people that agree with them that's in their physical vicinity. They're not going to
Mm-hmm.
find many people. That's why they come
And I be
online. And
feeling
then
like
they,
they be trolling too, bro. Like
yeah,
they
a
just
lot
be
of these, yeah.
trolling.
It was this one white guy on there. What is YT? Like what does YT
Why
mean?
it's white because you can't say because TikTok flag you for saying white.
But
So they
I'm
say
confused
YT,
because I'm like, okay, like BLK is an acronym for black, right?
right?
Or abbreviation, not an acronym, abbreviation. I'm sorry, but what the fuck is YT?
I know, right? But that
Well, I'm
I
like,
don't
what? I thought it
I
was
don't know
YouTube.
how that came. I don't know how that I don't know how that came about, but
Because I got
yeah.
on a panel, a couple months ago, and it said YT people, and I'm like, well, I'm a YouTuber. I thought that meant YouTube.
Yo slow
I was like,
ass.
I'm like, yeah, I'm on YouTube. They was like, what that mean? I'm like, you said YT people. He was like, man, that mean Caucasians. I'm like, where the fuck the Y come from? Wouldn't it be and YT? Like, wouldn't it be WT or something or WH? Like, come on, now.
I thought the same thing. When I used to hear like way back when TT first came out back in the day, they kept saying YT, YT, YT. And I was like, and I kept listening to the conversation. And I use my little context clues. I'm like, they talking about
Mhm.
white people. I'm like, but where does that come from? Like the Y and the T. How is that?
Man, I ain't using that shit. I'm look. It's some look. They do like I true man. Nah, I'm straight. I seen this thing the other day where this white dude said, "I just found out what oak mean." And what did he say? Um, you not knowledgeable. It was something negative. And then all these white tea people kept saying, "Well, unk is negative." Like, bruh, we've been unk just mean like an older OG, bruh. Like I call people we use that as respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't come taking
Mhm.
my shit and redefining it.
I was just about to
Like,
say that, but they take our stuff and redefine it all the time.
yeah, and make it.
And
And that's why. Oh my God, Tay!
and then
I
they'll
was
argue with you about the fact that no, it means this. No, that's not what it mean, bro. Y'all stole what we are saying and then you
it's
just redefined it. That's not what it was meant for.
It's on the tip of my tongue. Where's my phone at? Is a name for that. Is the actual name for it. Because remember, that's why I did that video on Uncle Tom, because I was just arguing with this dude on TT because he was saying Uncle Tom is something negative, and I'm like, no, it's not, bro. I said they took that shit and twisted it and made it negative.
Mhm. Like woke. I'm still mad
Yeah.
about woke till this day. They took woke and now woke means uh what does it mean? Because it just makes me so mad. I don't even. I'm just
I
like,
use
how y'all just gonna take woke like that, bro? It just
like
really makes me
we've
so
been
mad.
using woke since the 90s.
Yeah, and they just took it and then just twisted it and just made it into something that's not even what it's meant. It makes
We've
me
been
so
using woke
mad.
since the 90s.
Ooh, I was over there on Realist page, freaking old boy getting into it with Vlad and stuff. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I was about, man, I seen it pop up and I was like half sleep, putting my daughter to sleep, and I meant to click on it. I'm gonna go watch it later. Was it a live or a premiere? He did.
He did like I missed the premiere, but yeah, it was premiere. Like I didn't get the notification of it until the premiere went out off. I don't know why T did that because I clicked on it immediately when I seen the notification, thinking I was in the premiere, but it had already yeah, it went through. So yeah. But oh that's what's his name? Oh boy that work with DJ Vlad now. He the comedian. Anyways, I know. Wait, so I know y'all gonna put it in the chat. Somebody gonna put it in the chat. But anyways, like I said, people need to stop working with that dude, especially black people. Stop working with that man.
All black people ain't black people, man. Like people could talk shit about like that's why I was like I don't put too much effort into people's words, like or people's thought. Like you like if you look um from the outside looking in, you say, okay, he's married and is not to a black woman and he had kids. But then when you look at the shit that I do,
He
you'd
is
be like,
married. Hey, wait, ain't he married to a black woman?
who black? No, I'm talking about me.
Oh,
I'm like
okay.
because I don't speak down on black people at all, especially black women. I don't speak down, even if it's um. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna be quiet about that part because that's just something I do. But I'm not gonna. If you don't see it, then anyway. But I make it a point because I respect my mother. I love my mother. I respect my sisters. I love them, and they're all black women. And I know how powerful and strong a black woman can be, and how powerful and strong black women are. I have nothing negative to say about black women. I can talk about an individual's behavior, which I do with all people. I don't generalize or too much. Nobody. Period. You know what I'm saying? Or stereotype. I don't do that because I think for me, just me personally, in my mind, the way I operate, it's kind of lazy. It's lazy. That's just how I look at it because um, people are individuals no matter what they race, sex, gender, any of that. They still are individuals, and you'll miss an opportunity being prejudiced or prejudging someone. And I learned that throughout business because I ain't gonna lie to you. The reason I can live the way I live now, I didn't have a lot of support, and this was before I was married to a non-black woman. I didn't have a lot of support from black people doing business. I had more support from foreigners and white people, and that's how I'm living the way I'm living, and that's just fact, and that's my experience. I know people who became millionaires off of being supported by black people. It just wasn't me. I don't have any bitterness or envy of that. I just recognize what it is, and still I don't talk about black people. Even when it comes to business, I don't talk about black people negative anything. I just don't see the benefit of doing it. So I choose. That's a conscious choice. I choose not to. But when people see that I'm married to a non-black woman, they assume I'm gonna speak negative on black women, and over there they assume that, like, because I tell them that, like, going on, certain things. But I buy black, I bank black. You know what I'm saying? When I educate, I give free education. I have in the past gave free education to black people. I do whatever I can for my community. I went out of my way doing real estate and life insurance, trying to educate black people, helping especially like when I was doing life insurance. I helped probably about. I went into a senior citizen building. In one building, I helped 17 people redo their health insurance so they can get benefits. And I helped like 32 people get life insurance, an affordable life insurance, where, and I didn't make a lot of money. I actually, because I had to drive down into, I spent more money helping these people than I did making money, you know.
Hmm.
But I don't have any regret. I don't feel that that's what and I don't brag about the shit or nothing like that because I did it from my heart. Because I love the way I look, so I love the way people that look like me look. Just because I'm not married to one doesn't mean I don't love my people, but that's what people assume. Because there are black people who date outside their race and they talk shit about other black people. There are people of that,
Hmm.
especially on this internet. You'll probably see more of those people than you would see of me.
Yeah, and
And-
those
and-
the ones I kind of, I don't have a problem with, but I got a problem with it. But
it should
me
be a problem
necessarily,
with it.
I don't have no problem with nobody that decide to want to do what they do, bro. I really that just don't bother me at all whatsoever. Now, what probably most likely would bother me is when you date outside your race and then you bash,
Yeah, that bothers me. Yeah. I can only
that's where I'll
imagine
be
as a
like,
female.
hold up.
That's like
Uh,
even that young lady who just lost her life. It was black men saying that's what she get. I'm like, nah, bro. It was like, well, you haven't heard how she
ooh.
was speaking on black man. The young black lady who um, lost her life in Tanzania when she was dating that white dude.
Word.
What?
I don't know. I ain't saying, listen, I don't wish death on nobody. And I don't have nothing bad. I don't have nothing bad to say about that lady. But how I personally feel is that if you gonna bash a group of people, I don't
You should
expect
look.
you shouldn't be looking for the community to come running to you for help because
Hmm.
in that case, like how we advocate for. I'm not gonna advocate for her. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna advocate for her. Just like what they're bashing your girl Candace Owens. Who's going to bat for her? Because Laura Loomer called her a bald head, nappy head, black, ghetto.
That's what
Ugh.
happens. Hey, look. I'm gonna say this. I am a firm believer in karma. That's why I said I am not gonna say nothing negative about that girl. I'm not. I'm gonna say it's a life that was lost. It's unfortunate. She was young. It's unfortunate. That's all I can say. I'm not gonna say nothing more than that. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this: life has karma, and there is a cause and effect factor. And when you put yourself out there, then you get what
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? So like when people don't have empathy or sympathy for, I'm not gonna tell people they should. I'm not gonna tell you you should feel sorry for. No, I'm just saying, how I feel. I'm gonna do my best. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna always, but I'm gonna do my best to say positive things when I do. Because that's what's coming out of my mouth. That's what I'm putting out there. But the reality
Mm-hmm.
is this, right? This is the reality. There is a cause and effect back. Same thing happened when that white lady unalived that black dude, and the black dude was on here on social media, talking about black women, why he don't date black
Mm-hmm.
women, and then she ended up what happened? They got
The
drunk,
gun went
went
off or
home, and she was
something.
playing
Yeah,
with
and
the
hit
pew
him.
pew, and it went off, and like, come on now, man. But that, I mean, it's ironic how shit like that happens. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I ain't gonna lie, and I would rather my child talk to somebody that's God knows this might me sound sad, but
but see, no,
somebody
no,
that's like
it's
Iranian or something versus a white tee.
you should not be apologetic of how you perceive. You know what I'm saying? Because as long as it's not disrespect, you can like what we have the right to like what we like and not to like the things we don't. Right? We have that right.
Mhm.
This society has become so politically correct where we can't say how we feel when it doesn't really affect no one. Right? What's
Mhm.
wrong with you raising your child the way you want to raise them? If you don't want them being with other races, I don't see a problem with that.
And the only reason I say that is because when if it's white and black, if it's a black man and a white lady, if at any time that lady calls the police, I don't care. My son is going to jail,
Hey,
and he could literally be in the right. You know what I mean? Like at any
uh-huh.
time, basically, the white person that you with, y'all both can be playing the game, but at any time they don't want to be involved anymore,
Hmm.
you're the target and you lose big time. And I just don't want my son to be in no situation like that where, you know, he's locked up or he done lost his life behind this person. I feel like he's safer with somebody else.
But
But yeah, for that girl that was in Tanzania, whatever, she didn't say nothing negative about black women. It was black men, but I still like I don't have nothing negative and I don't wish nothing bad. But yeah, I sure wasn't like, oh, that's wrong. Like really out here advocating. No. The only thing I pretty much said is like, see, it's becoming a problem. Honestly, that situation, them type of couples starting to become a problem, and them white men are getting away with it. I'm telling you, and
like
ain't
that
nobody
football
saying
player.
nothing. Ain't nobody getting caught. Ain't nobody saying nothing.
Now it was this was a couple years ago. This dude was a huge. He was a lineman, a football player. He's like six. Had to be 6'3" or taller, over 300 pounds. Beat the living crap out of his black girlfriend. She passed out and then woke up. She thought she died. You know what I'm saying? She thought she was up out of there. I don't think he did no jail time. Like he beat
And who's
man. That shit was crazy.
it's a white dude or a black dude?
It was a white dude.
Yeah, see, it's sad to say that when it's a certain color, man, they get away. No, nothing is no attention is drawn to it. No media. The media, you see how the media didn't say anything about him, but
Hmm.
everything about her. Oh, she's this, she's that, she's social media, her family this and her family that. And we don't even know much about this man. They ain't said nothing. And it's slowly fading away. Everybody done forgot about it by now.
So is a word I want to. Have you ever heard of this word intersectionality?
Intersectionality, no.
So I'm gonna show you the definition of this word, and um, I just I like putting y'all up on game. So when we talking about races and stuff, and people say color doesn't matter, that's bullshit. They have a psychological term for how different races interact with one another, and the term is intersectionality. Now, when we look at this, it'll make sense. Is it on the screen? I ain't on my phone.
Now it is, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to read it because it's on a white screen. I thought it was gonna be on a black screen. It says intersectionality, the interconnected nature of a social categorization, such as race, class, and gender, as they apply to a given individual or group, regarded as creating overlapping and interpreted interdependent. I'm sorry, interdependent system of discrimination or disadvantage. So what that means is I can't expect me as a man. I can't expect you to be able to obtain or do what I do because a man is different from a woman. It's different expectations or different, I'm going to use the term stigmas that's equated to a man that disassociates to a woman. Same thing when we come to class. If we talk about class, you can't, you generally don't expect someone coming from a poverty area have more institutionalized intellect than someone who comes from like a suburb. School system's different. You know, you're learning different things. So one is going to be
Mhm.
more advanced than the other one by average, right? So as a race of people, same thing. When a person, if a black man walks down the street with a hoodie and a white man walks down the street with a hoodie, they gonna be viewed differently. You see a white man with a hoodie, once you see the skin is white, your threat level ain't gonna be up. This is
Mhm.
how we've been indoctrinated. This is how been desensitized. White people aren't looked as threatening unless they come in. I mean, you can see a white man walking down the street with a rifle, you won't think nothing. Oh, he just he just flexing the Second Amendment rights. That's what people think. You see a black man do it, oh, he about to go light some stuff up. It's different stigmas, different stereotypes attached, and that it does matter because that's how that's how people interact in life. So if a black woman is being loud, they gonna be like, "Oh, here we go again." Instead of understanding why she's loud, maybe something's going on. You know, instead of you know what I'm saying, assuming,
But
"Oh,
you
she just butt."
but you know what? Like I generally, and this is real, like for a long time, I generally did not have these stigmas or how I view people a certain way. Because honestly, I always thought like basically we was all one. You know what I mean? In a way,
Mm-hmm.
like literally. I like a lot of these other races get in households and they literally sit up and talk about other races. I didn't grow up like that. I never heard anything bad about another race. You know what? I'm gonna say this. The one thing I heard one time, I heard my dad say is he talked about Chinese people and he said how they drive bad and they always be in in like a Toyota or a Camry or like something like that. Like that's the only thing I can remember to this kid as a day. But it wasn't like that was constantly being brought up. I only heard him say that one time.
Man, my grandma, I ain't gonna lie to you, she talked about everybody.
She
My grandmother
did.
talked about every motherfucking person on this planet. She and this type person my grandma was. And she was I mean, this I love her to death, man. She ain't give a fuck neither. She'd say hi in your face, she'd be polite and cordial. Soon as she was done talking to you, I'm
She
talking
talked
about
mess
the
about you.
person I'm talking about like she would literally talk to a person, turn her back, and then start talking shit about them. Like the person is still right there. They can
Your
clearly
grandma was
hear her,
messy.
and they can clearly hear her, and she didn't give a fuck. She didn't give a fuck. She talked about everybody. I'm not gonna lie to you. My grandma, she said, look, she said, I'm a God fearing person. I am gonna be nice to everybody. But just because I'm nice to your ass don't mean I gotta like you. She did not like white people. She didn't like white people. And I understood. I didn't
Really?
understand. I understood. It was one event that happened to her when she was 7 years old. And this shit kind of traumatized me when she told me. And this shit made me like angry to my heart because to watch my grandma tell a story and cry, and she was in her 70s when she told me this. But they took her uncle out the house and hung him in a tree in front of their house.
Oh, and that's
And
what
her
she
uncle
said.
they called him Shaq. He was a big black man, 6'7". She said it wasn't. She said it took 10 of them to get him. 10 of them to get him. And the only
Mm.
reason they got him is because they put a shotgun to his mama head, her grandma.
You know, my parents never said anything negative about white people either. Like they never said anything. My grandma, church going lady, no, she never said. I never heard her say anything bad about white people or just anybody. It
Man,
was,
my
it was,
grandma.
you know how like that black person that just God fearing go to church.
Yeah,
That's how my grandma was.
man.
That's how my
Like
family was.
my cousin was married. And she was Korean. My cousin was married to a Korean on my daddy's side, but it's a small town. So, and my cousin stayed next to one of my aunties, my grandmother's sister. So I go visit my auntie, then go visit my cousin. And so I went to go visit. I'm over my auntie house, and I was like, "Oh, my cousin home. I'm about to go over there and visit him." My grandma said, "Uh huh." So I'll go over there, visit them for a minute, and come back. And she was like, "Yeah, with them Asian people house come back smelling like fish. They always cooking some damn fish smell." I'm like, "Oh my god!" Like grandma can't do that. She talked about everybody. Like she ain't give a like.
Now
She's the worst.
my aunt is like that. My aunt, the aunt that I told you that live in that house right now, in my
Uh huh.
grandmother's home, she's like that. Now my aunt, she will talk about your
Mm.
ass. She's real messy. Yes, my aunt is like that. Yes. But my grandmother, no. My father, my mother, no. They never talk bad like that. Oh, but my aunt, she will. She the type, yeah. The minute you turn around, she start talking about you.
You know who my grandma never I never heard her say nothing negative about Mexican people. I never heard her say nothing negative about Mexican people.
Oh, really?
When she moved up here, boy, she used to talk about them Arab people so bad. Oh man, she used to hate going. She'd be like, "I gotta go on these damn stoves and listen to these Habibis." I'm like, "Grandma." She's like, "What? Habibi ain't bad." She said, "All they want is your money. You give them money, they happy. They your best friend. The day you ain't got no money, they gonna kick your ass out, call the police on you, everything." They ain't
Yeah,
nothing but saying. She be like, "They ain't nothing but saying n words." Like,
yeah.
grandma, like you can't say that.
That's crazy.
They be like, the only difference from them saying Negroes and us, they ain't come over here on the boat. That's the only difference. They still in work. I'm like, oh, come
And they don't think they in words either.
on. Yeah, but
That's so explain it finish explaining that.
you say, huh?
Like finish explaining it, because honestly, you might have to explain. You know, I'm slow, so you might have to come another way because I'm still not getting.
So intersectionality is just simply how different races, gender, or even class of people, how they overlap, and when they do, how prejudice, like a prejudging mentality, occurs because they different. You know what I'm saying? How you hear men say women shouldn't, like this, for instance. Men say, "Oh, women shouldn't vote. Why shouldn't women vote? Because they can't X, Y, and Z." That's not like that's bullshit. Or because you come from a place, you automatically assume, like if you come from the hood, they automatically assume that you're like ghetto or ratchet because that's where you came from. But that because they're not in that environment to understand is a variety of type of people in that environment. It's basically is how one's ignorance is applied um, when they deal with someone outside of their spectrum.
I got you now. I get it. Hmm.
And that's what intersectionality is. How someone will discriminate against another person because of a prejudged stereotype or stigma that's planted without actually knowing the individual. Because I mean that has occurred It happens often. Like when I get to speaking to people, they be like, "Oh shit, we didn't expect that." Like, fuck, you ain't expect that for? Oh, because yeah, you already had this prejudgment
Yeah.
of how I am because of how I look, or even how I talk, or you know. So it shows that prejudice does exist, and it actually shows how racism um, is applied. Honestly,
Yeah, because what I don't understand is like that what that Hispanic girl from Texas, in Houston, that cop that said all that stuff.
yeah,
Like when people always be trying to say we chimps and we monkeys, I never understand that because we don't our lips it's not even the same.
no, no, no.
It's
I
like you
mean,
got the wrong person, bro. Who is you talking
but see
about?
that was something done to. And that's why I say, like, if you, and look, I'm going off observation. If you don't believe me, look it up yourself. I'm not saying nothing negative. I'm just speaking facts, okay? So if somebody get triggered or upset, it's not my fault, okay? But when you look at a monkey, right? A monkey's melanin is in its hair, right? If you cut a monkey bald, it's pale underneath. So associating a monkey to a black person, that's a strike one. If you look at a monkey lips are flat.
And very
Most black
thin.
people,
Who lips look like that?
most black people lips are,
Or plump or
voluptuous,
full.
are plump, yeah, are full, you know. But you can look at other races of people, not just white people, but anyone who comes
Not
from the
melanated.
region of the Netherlands,
Mm-hmm.
you would see that's most common. When you look at a monkey's limbs, the proportion to the monkey's body and the limbs are generally longer. Is a group of people scientifically, when you're talking about generalizing, it's white people built like that. It's
Yeah,
white
and
people
we
built
don't
like
have
that.
no, and a monkey don't have no afro or no curly
They don't
kinky hair.
have. They
It's
have.
straight.
They have. If you, man, look. If you, I'm not gonna say the definition of hair, but if you look at the genetic properties of what we call hair, it's generally kinky. Then you look at the
Yes.
genetic properties of what we call fur, it's straight.
Right.
That's just genetic property, the genetic traits of how you identify things. When you talk about hair, is usually coarse. With the hair and fur is two different things. You know, hair is normally coarse. Fur is straight. That's the genetic traits of it. That's the identifying traits of hair versus fur. How you can tell the difference of the two. But we all, the farthest human being from a monkey is a black person, melanated person. Because the melanin, I'm just being honest. The melanated person, melanin is in the skin. The chimp, monkey, whatever you want to call it, the melanin is in the hair.
Mm-hmm.
Then when you start looking at the physical property, I'm not even gonna go into the behavior. But you can look at, I don't like to generalize things but I mean, so that to me has always been a projection. So that's why it never bothered me when people say it. I just know they're
It
trying to
didn't
be
bother
ignorant.
me either. When I heard her saying that, she kept saying, chimps, chimps, chimps. I'm just like, bro, that ain't even offensive because you ain't talking about us. You can't be. You can't
That
be.
that's a projection. That I remember I told this dude at the hospital that he was a doctor, and we was off the clock, and we was I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but we was drinking at the hospital. We had went on an outing and came back, and we had some more beers, and we gonna kill it. And this dude has always been cool, but you know what that liquid courage do. So he was like, and he a doctor, so he the smart, intelligent motherfucker. So he like, yeah. And I'm the only black dude there now, mind you, right? He was like, and out of the blue, we talking about the baseball game we just seen. And he looked right at me and he was like,
Hey, Tracy.
I, hey, Miss Tracy, how you doing? He was like, I'm not saying this because I'm drunk, but black people really do look like monkeys. And I was like, how so? And he was like, the way y'all walk, the way y'all talk. And I was like, are you serious? And he was like, yeah. And I said, what happens when you cut a monkey's fur off? What color is it? I said, it's pale like you, right? He looked at me. I said, where's the monkey's melanin at? In his fur, right? I said, ain't your melanin in your hair? And I said, you see these lips? I said, I ain't got the biggest lips, but they full, right? I said, people get surgery to get lips like mine. I said, but your lips, I'm like, your lips look like monkey lips. And I said, I think that's just a projection. You better off calling me ghetto because I came from the hood. I don't mind being ghetto. I don't mind that shit. That's my roots. You know how much shit I learned in the hood. I'm proud of that. I'm proud that I came up in it, made it out of it, because a lot of people didn't. So you can't shame me for coming up in the hood, but you can't shame me for being a monkey neither. When it's coming, like monkey see, monkey do. It's like coming from somebody who looks like a monkey is calling me one. I'm sorry. I'm just a mirror. And he was sitting there like everybody face dropped and shit. And my one boy was like, well, that's my cue. It's time for us to go. Come on, D. And I'm like, he was cracking up. He was like, look, man, I'm white and I don't even feel offended. I'm happy you did that shit. He was like, you left him speechless. He's like, he probably gonna try to fuck with you tomorrow. I'm like, I don't care. He came and apologized. He was like, man, I was drinking. I was like, man, that's all right. I know people tell the truth when they drunk. I mean, that's cool, bro. I'd just rather know how you think, you know. And thank you for that.
Yeah, for real.
Thank you
I
for
like
that.
when they come out and say what they gotta say.
Yeah. And I know not to fuck with you. That's it. I don't hate you. I ain't mad at you. I just don't fuck with you. I'm not about to sit up here all kumbaya because motherfuckers like you would do some crazy shit.
Yeah. But yeah, just to get on live and then just spill hate about I hate y'all. She like, I hate y'all. I just hate, like, I ain't gonna lie. Honestly, I could have a reason to be like, you know what? I hate Mexican people. Cause you know why? A Mexican killed my brother. You know? A Mexican killed my brother. For real. And I could literally just go on a tangent and just say how much I hate Mexicans. But even though that Hispanic dude killed my brother, I don't I don't have that much hate in my heart to just be like, oh, I hate all mixed, like, I hate y'all. Y'all this, y'all that, y'all, and start just saying racial slurs. I don't feel like that, bro. I don't.
You know what? That's just a testament to your character, though, because somebody experiencing that level of trauma, that's what they often do. That's what I'm talking about, how people project their own personal experience and try to generalize it. But for you to sit up here and, you know, and say what you just said, and I know for a fact, you know, not only talking to you on here, but behind the scene, like what you just said is from your heart. You know what I'm saying? That's from your heart. You don't hate all Mexicans because of the traumatic experience you experienced. So you ain't taking it out on all Mexicans, right? You got your frustration, your anger is towards the individual. And that's a testament to your character that you can separate the two. You know, because it's hard when you experience a level of trauma that fucking high. You know, it's one thing when somebody passing away, but it's another thing when somebody takes somebody from you.
Yeah.
That shit is different. You know what I'm saying?
And I still don't feel like that. And I was just trying to, sometimes I can maybe understand when people will go through some type of trauma to be like, oh, I hate these type of people, whatever. But I'm listening to that lady, and there's nothing that she said traumatizing. She literally was just talking about, oh yeah, my purse was sitting there, and I was thinking that N word was gonna take my da da da, and I don't even think the person even took her purse. So you just ran on thinking somebody gonna take your purse because what? I don't understand this rant.
You know I you know what I experienced something and it was like the shit kind of hurt my feelings, right? When I was working in the hospital, I got scrubs on I got an employee badge on. right? Walking into this hospital, right? Going to work, walking in the hospital, minding my business. And there's a white lady down the hall, and she looking down at her phone. You know, when she looked up, her purse is hanging from her shoulder. When she looked up and seen me, her eyes got so I was literally about to say hi. When she looked at me, I was about to say hi, you know, and her eyes got so big, she grabbed her purse that was on her side hanging and put the bitch under her opposite arm from where it was hanging and tucked that bitch and put her head down. And I'm looking like, the fuck you think I'm gonna do to you in the hospital? With scrubs on and an employee badge. Like, what the fuck you think I'm gonna
If
do
you
to
don't
you?
stop playing, I'm literally at work. Like it ain't that serious. Chill.
I was like, this world is so fucked up. Like, it's so fucked up.
Mm-hmm. If you don't go on somewhere, man, I'm literally what I'm gonna do. I'm in some scrubs, and I'm at work. You think I'm supposed to just snatch your purse?
Right.
Like, come on,
Yeah.
man.
But that's this and that and unfortunately that's common, you know. But I noticed this too because the hospital is like literally across the street is like a high class. It's like you got levels of suburbs. I'm talking about across the street. You is one street separating the hood from like what they call a suburb, but it's like mansions and shit. A lot of the like Detroit sports players stay off. It's like the water. It's close to the water. You know, the suburbs is off of the water, so there's a lot of big mansions and just big houses over there, and there's one street separating it. So in the hospital, you got a mix of people like from the floor of poverty to the height of millionaire, you know, coming into the hospital. So you got, you know, and then like you go to any other hospital in Detroit, you're not gonna see that. You're not gonna see that the disparity and the diversity of classes.
He said you got poverty, and then you got you
I'm
got
being real, man. You see people who have nothing come in there, and then you see people who done donated $2 million to the hospital to come in there. Like you see people, you walk through there as an employee, and you see certain like it's millionaires who bought suites in the hospital. They got their own private room. So when them or their family come, and that room isn't used for that room will be vacant unless one of their family members come there. Right? That's how some of the suites are set up. It's like 5 of them like that, where it's 5 different families, like the Illages, the people who own Little Caesars, they got one there.
dang.
The
That's dope.
Dearborn sausage people. Uh, it's the Van Bargens. I forgot what they do, but it's 5 different families. They got their own private suites. Like that, the rooms got it's a like a hospital room, and then there's a room connected to it. There's like a fucking living room. They got couches, flat screen TVs in there, massage chairs, all this shit in there. Like, god damn, boy, y'all balling like motherfuckers. And then you got some piss dirt poor people who can't even afford to be seen in the hospital to come in there. So the disparity of class systems is crazy. So I mean, I'm pretty sure she was from the suburb area where she don't really see too many black people because not a lot of black people living over there. And if they are, you know, they like, you know, doctors and shit.
Heck yeah, that's dope though. To be in that type of hospital, I bet you you meet all type of people.
I met LL Cool J there. He said he was constipated.
Oh my gosh.
And this girl got fired because she posted on Facebook that she just did LL Cool J's X-ray and he constipated.
Oh.
Yeah, they got her ass up out of there.
Hmm. But I know y'all be talking amongst each other, even though y'all not
Man,
supposed to be doing that. Man, you know such had such and such.
oh yeah. You see some crazy shit in there. It was a news anchor, right? A black dude. I forgot his name, but he had came in there. Man, this motherfucker was getting liposuction, tummy tucks. He had his butt did. That's before they named it BBL. This was before they named it BBL. He was getting the liposuction and he was getting the fat from his stomach in his butt. And I'm like, what the fuck? Then come to find out, he was gay or whatever. And I'm like, oh, I guess that makes sense. He just wanted a bigger butt, I guess. I don't know. But it was a dude. It was a dude like that.
He was a BBL Drizzy.
Yeah, it was. That was before I even knew. Before they even labeled it a BBL. I think that was like in 2011, 2012. Before they even named it a BBL,
BBL
which is
Drizzy.
animal. Oh man! But when I took LL Cool, he covered his face with the only like because when I went to go get him, it was John Doe. I'm like, oh okay. I go in there. He got in a wheelchair. He had a cover over his head, and it was a nurse. I'm like, why is the nurse coming down with us? And he took the cover off. Was like, is my nurse still here? And I looked, and I'm like, yeah, she right here. And he was like, yeah, I'm LL Cool J. He was like, nice to meet you, young brother. And I'm like, shook his hand. And he was like, she's still here.
Oh,
I'm
he
like,
said
yeah.
it. Oh, he said it first. Like you didn't
Yeah,
say
because I
it.
looked at him. I'm looking like, bro, this motherfucker look like.
Oh,
That's how.
he seen your reaction on your face.
Yeah. Because
Uh,
when I went to go get him, like usually when they say John Doe, that's just an unidentified person. Usually, like when it's a protected person, they put Harry Stars. But when only thing I got to do is match his wristband, the number on his wristband to the little sheet of paper I got to go get him. So I was like, "Can I see your wristband?" And I'm like, "Cause I'm like, look, bro, I ain't even getting paid that much to go through all this shit. I don't give a fuck if you cover your face. Just let me see your wristband. As long as that match, I'm good, right?" So I never asked to see his face or nothing like that. You want to cover shit? I don't care. Maybe and it's John Doe. I'm like, shit. Maybe he don't want people to see, because shit. I done been like people done came in here shit, and they don't want people to know they in here and shit like that. So that's just going through my head. So I never asked to, see his face. He showed me his wristband. That's all I needed. So when we was getting on the elevator, that's when he said, "Is my nurse still here?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I was like, "She coming?" Because she was like, "I'll be right there," And we was getting on the elevator. I guess that's why he said it. Like, is she here? Because we was about to go down. I said, "She coming?" And we got on the elevator, and he was like, "Is she here?" I'm like, "No, I'm holding the button, until she come." Because he didn't want to leave without her because she had his pain meds. And that's when he looked like looking for his nurse. And I'm like, and I looked at him and he was like, "Yeah, I'm LL Cool J." I'm looking like, oh shit.
that's dope. I never met anybody famous like that.
Man, I've been meeting famous people since I've been a kid. I wasn't like starstruck. I was shocked.
Yeah, you just like, yeah, I
Like,
probably
oh
would have.
shit.
Yeah, I probably would have done the same thing. Like, look like I probably never been a person like just screaming and all that. No, no, no,
Nah, I
no.
don't do all that. Even when, like I said, I mean, I got family members that's famous, like high profile famous and shit. So I never, I've been around it like I said, ever since I was a kid. Like, 'cause my uncle, like I was, as a kid, I used to love wrestling. So he was a executive at U.S. Airways, so he'd know who coming in and who coming out. So he'd be like, he'd call my dad, like, bring Dorian up here. I want him to meet Hulk Hogan. When he said that, my dad came pick me up. Was like, you gonna meet Hulk Hogan? I'm like, what you mean? So he took me up to the airport, and I'm like, oh my god, this is Hulk Hogan. I got a picture of him when he put me on the shoulder and shit. And I'm looking like, oh my god, as a kid, this is the dude you watch. So I'm like, nah, I met Mike Tyson when I was little.
But were
I
you
think I
like
was,
kind of like hyped, like when you
yeah,
met
I'm a
him?
kid. So I'm excited
Oh,
and
okay.
shit. But then, like, when I became like a teenager, like my cousin played professional football. This is a dude I've been around as a kid. I used to always go to his football game. When he went to college, he used to always, come check us out, so I'm always around him. And he like famous, right? everybody loved this guy. But to me, it's just my cousin and shit, the dude I wrestle with, and he kicked my ass over the house or whatever. He throw me around. It's just like a regular person to me. But he's a fucking superhero to everybody else. And then I got a cousin my age who dominated in the NFL for a while, like one of the best cornerbacks who ever played. And then I grew up around famous people like sports players like Tony Dorsett. He a Hall of Famer. I grew up with him and his people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I didn't even know he was famous when I met him the first time. I was a kid. And then as I got older, I'm like, oh, cousin Tony is famous. Like that's the dude who was driving the Bronco when OJ was trying to escape.
Hmm.
I grew up like my dad dated his niece. So he was always, Uncle Tony to us.
Wow.
Yeah, the dude was driving a Bronco when OJ was escaping. Like I know his family. Like his great nephew came up here like 2 years ago and stayed with us for a couple days. He was coming through. He was like, "Cuz I need somewhere to stay." I'm like, "Come through." And he talking about I'm like, man. My one of my other cousins, he a comedian. He toured with Gary Owens and shit. He taking videos and shit. Like 50 Cent gave his daughter a birthday shout out and shit. Like he fuck with famous people all the time. So I mean, like he famous. Like in the comedian circuit. Like he ain't like worldwide famous, but like all the comedians know him and show him love. If like famous people know
Hmm.
him. So it's like I and then like when it comes to like even like not world known but like known like in the like just working in the hospital. I worked with a lot of famous doctors. I didn't even know how famous they was until I started going to like the awards ceremonies and reading like medical journals. Like, oh shit, they writing shit in the medical journal. It's this doctor named Dr. Hoover. He passed away recently. I did a video on him. I was real cool with him. He was a neurosurgeon, and uh, he got unalived. But real cool dude, man. Like I hung out with him and stuff like that, but I wasn't like best friends with him. But even when I was going through what I'm going through now, he was like there for me, helping me find, you know, uh, the right doctor because I wanted him to do the surgery because he was a neurosurgeon, but he didn't do the VP shunt. He did an LP shunt when they put the shunt in your spine. And he was like, no, your case was better. But like he sat and went through the process with me, made sure I had all the right shit. Real cool dude, right? We used to work together. We worked well together, especially when we had like trauma patients, emergency cases. He used to always request me. And like when I got to know him personally, like he was gay.
Mm.
But when I got to know him personally, he was just a regular guy. He was just a regular guy. But unfortunately, he had the word what's in the back of the Bronco. Wait, they gotta be Rolo. They gotta be Rolo. But
Yeah.
he had fetishes, and that's kind of what did him in. He liked it bad boys, so he used to go to the hood and shit and indulge, and that's
Oh.
and that's what ultimately did him in. You know, the guy that unalived him was one of the people he was involved with, and
Mm.
you would think this high profile doctor wouldn't deal with this type of person in general, but like I
Right.
said, people are people, man. No matter what they accomplish, no matter what status they have, people are people, man.
Oh wow. I used to date this one doctor, but no, he used to talk about himself in third person, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm good.
Mm, I know people who do that shit. I'll be like, bruh. I'm like, so who am I talking to? I'm not talking to you. I'm talking
Right.
because I thought I was talking, but you talking like that ain't you. So yeah, that never. That's a sign of grandiose, like the grandiose of narcissists when they
Right.
talk
And he
about
was giving
themselves
me
in third person.
he was giving me them vibes. And I was like, yeah, no, this is not gonna work. You think you and then he would talk, and then when he would say his name and stuff, he would say doctor such and such and such.
Yeah, trying to make themselves bigger than what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. That's how people are, man. You tell a big enough lie a long period of time, not only you will start believing it, but the people around you.
Yeah, so I
If
was
you
like, oh, when
consistently.
he started saying that, I said, oh, he think he all that. Cause he a doctor. He think he all that. I'm gonna show you real quick. Yep, I used to make him feel small every time he would do that on purpose. No, but what you was saying was you was talking about when people use um all men, some men, most men, or whatever.
Well, when they like, if someone say most, then they're not generalizing. They're talking about a specific group. When you use identifying terms, but when you say all, then you're generalizing. Now you're stating that all of something is this way. So
Right.
if a person says, some men act like this, there's no issue. There's no issue because just say like when they used to say, what did they used to say? Black men don't cheat. Like that's a fucking lie.
Right, yeah.
Like that's a lie. Now if they say most black men don't cheat, then that's something that we can start a conversation on. But if you say black men don't cheat, like because a man is black, they don't cheat, you're fucking delusional.
Yeah, when they
You
used
are.
to
You
say
just
that, I used to be like, that's stupid. Like, I don't even know why y'all even coming out with that.
Bond the woodworker. Is this Bond? Is that Bond? People changing their name. I gotta know who you is, man. I think that's my boy Bond. Bond the woodworker. Yeah, but to generalize, but see that people do that. It's a couple reasons why people do that. So I'd say the main reason people do that is so it's easier for them to identify. It's a way to identify. It's to label things. So it's easier, and I don't have to put that much work in if I say all women are like this. I don't have to put no work in to identify the individuality of women. It's just easier for me to say all women. Like when they say women are more emotionally in tune than men, that's a fucking lie. Now, if you say most women, then I can agree. But if you say women in general, because that's not true, I can say personally, I have more emotional intelligence than 50% of the women, and I'd be correct. I can say I have more emotional intelligence, and this is the simple reason why. Because check this out. We
Yeah, I
have
can
a
see that
built-in
too.
excuse for women, right? We do when it comes to emotion. When women do emotional shit, we say, well, that's just women. Women are emotional. We have a built-in excuse for it. When women are irresponsible with their emotions, we have a built-in excuse. Well, we just know women are emotional. the hormone imbalance. But for that statement to be true that women are more emotionally inclined than men, then you can't have an excuse when they're not. There should be no built-in excuse. If anything, we should say that for the men.
Mm-hmm.
So when men trip out and do fuck shit, we should be saying, well, we expect that because men are emotionally imbalanced. Most men are emotionally imbalanced. We should have a built-in excuse when men do stupid shit.
Right. No, I can agree with you on that. When you said you have
Oh, I proved
emotional.
that though. No. I proved that. I proved that. And it's a biological reason why. And I said deviate. I didn't say devious. I say when it comes to sex, women are more deviant than men. Now I can prove that, and I have proved that because y'all thought deviant was something bad. No, it's just they were deviate from what's normal.
Oh, you going back to that?
No, but it's not bad. It's not the you now. If I say women I would say this statement.
Yeah, he got us on the wordplay. That's what he got
No,
us
the
on.
semantics. I'm on some semantics. No, but now listen to
Yeah,
what I'm
he
about to
got us
say
on
because
that. He got us on that. Go ahead. My bad.
women react more off emotions, are more likely to react or respond emotionally, but men do not always act off or respond with more logic. I don't even think a lot of men are fucking logical. I got on a panel and this dude was like, "Well, women think women are emotional and men are logical." And I said, "I don't believe that. And you can't prove that men are more logical than women. And I can prove it to you." I said, he was like, "How?" I said, "So you're saying men are more logical than women?" He said, "Yes." I said, "What's the three laws of logic?" He could not tell me. How the fuck are you more logical than a woman and you don't even know what the fuck logic is? You're just using it as a cliche. You think logic is thinking, but you can't tell me the three rules that you frame logic around. So how the fuck are you logical? Most people aren't fucking logical, men or women. Most people don't even know what the fuck logic is. They think logic is I'm thinking. No, there's rules and parameters around what logic, how to think logic. Is a if you don't know the rules, there's is you're incapable of thinking logical if you don't know the laws because that's what it's structured about. That's like saying I do math, but you don't know what the plus symbol is. Fuck you do math and you don't know what the symbols mean. You can't do math. So how you gonna use logic when you don't even know the framework of the shit? I hate when people say that. Men are more logical. No, they fucking not. Most people next time a man say that, ask me three laws of logic. Just ask them. Oh, you're more logical than me. What's the three laws?
They're not gonna know because people don't do the research like you. Word.
They go be trying to Google that shit, man. That's what they gonna try to do. You can't be fucking logical if you don't know what the fuck logic is. That's like as this one dude was talking about that. I got on the panel because he was using big words like that one dude was on your panel that day. And he was he was triggering. That's all he was
Tracy
doing. He
want
was
to come up.
triggering this woman. Huh?
Drop the link. I said Tracy want to come up.
Tracy wanna come up? It should be pinned, but I'm about to drop it now, Trace. Yeah, you can always come up, Trace. My bad, I didn't see that. That's why I love having people on the panel because y'all know Polo Tintin can't see. When Tracy pop up, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. They got a Tinkle Winkle, whatever it's called. That's probably too much information.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how long it was up though. I don't think it ain't. She ain't comment ain't been up that long. I just happened to look.
My bad, my bad. Bond went to sleep to 11. Oh, it was only 4 minutes. Appreciate you, Bond. Appreciate you, brother. I'm trying. Okay. Well, I'm about to. Damn, neither one of y'all got the. Let me run to the bathroom real quick. I
Yeah.
can't hold it. I'm getting old.
Damn. She needs to come to the horizontal screen to be able to. Oh, go to the horizontal screen to click on the link, Tracy. Yeah, you have to go to maybe his profile and click on the horizontal one. Oh, I didn't know he was vertical and horizontal. Ooh, excuse me. I didn't know he was vertical and horizontal. I forgot about that.
Yeah, the link is also on my community wall. If
You
you can go on
cause
my community wall and hit the link too. If you can't.
because explain to her because she talking about what is that? Cause you on your
Yeah.
phone and you know how like the old school way that YouTube would do the live
Hold
instead
on.
of
Let me.
before they got the shorts, you need to go on that live instead of the new way that they do the lives.
Yeah. If you go to my. Hold on. I'm about to put the link in the other live. Give me 1 second. I'll put the link in the chat to the live you can click on. I think it's this one.
But she can't. She in the vertical.
Yeah. So I'm. Oh yeah. Yeah. She can't click on that. Go to the community wall.
Yeah, to go to
Yeah.
the
Go,
community wall and
that's
click
the. That's gonna be the
on.
easiest way to get to it. Is to go to the community wall. Yeah. Because I mean you. Damn. What I was about to say something too. Damn. I forgot what I was about to say. Oh, so yeah, I was talking to the dude, and he was talking about you don't need to know the laws of logic to use logic. I'm like, all right, bro. I said, so what do you use inductive, deductive, or abductive reasoning? He said, what's that? I said, bro, you can't be logical, and you don't know. He was like, logic is just when you sit back and you think deeply about something.
Mm-mm.
I'm like, nah, bro. No, that's just not logic. You can think deeply about it, but what structure do you have of thinking? Like, what is the structure
Mhm.
you're thinking in? Because you could think deeply about something the wrong way.
Mhm.
Here she go. There we go. We got you up here, Miss Tracy.
Finally, huh?
Yeah, it is on the vertical. They won't let you click on links. So they got the vertical one where you can. It's like TikTok, and then you got the regular YouTube. On the regular one, you can hit it.
Mm,
Yeah.
Kind
well,
of
so
just, kind of just like TT, because you can't put no links in TT like that and click on them.
mhm.
But they don't have the horizontal lives though either. But you know the
Mm,
old way of how the lives were.
yeah, the original. Before
Yeah,
they made it vertical.
yeah. That's what you had to go on. You had to get on the original one, and
Mm-hmm.
then you could click the link and get up from there. Next time.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
I've been trying to go live over there, but I can't go live from my laptop.
I'm
What?
waiting. I'm just waiting for
It's
you to
too
go
much or
live.
what?
I need 1,000 subscribers to get a stream link, a stream
What?
key.
Who said you needed 1,000 followers? Not
No, he
Because
subscribers,
I
trying.
followers.
No, he trying to get. Say it
no for
again.
even a no for even a stream key. Period. I contacted what is it called, customer service on TikTok. They said I need 1,000 followers to get a stream key to go live off a computer, or I need to be with uh some type of program they got, but they said I don't have enough hours for that. There's the two options. I need to get a stream key to, but they say I can go live on my phone. And I told him the one time I
Yeah.
went live on my phone, it cut it right off. And he was like, "You probably did that by mistake because there should be no reason you cut off." He said, "You can go live from your phone right now. You just can't go live." But on my phone, I can't see anything. Like it's too little,
Oh yeah.
right? So I won't be able to see stuff. It's harder to operate off my phone than the laptop.
Right.
But I can figure it out, I guess.
Oh yeah, I know you talking about you need that to go live into the live studio.
Yeah, for the live, because that's the only way he said you gonna go live off your laptop is from the live studio.
No, I'm
Just
talking
let
about
me
the.
know.
I thought I went live. I don't know. I thought I went live. I mean, because I don't have the actual live. Because they got the live studio and they got the studio. In the live studio, you got to have all that stuff.
Because I asked Grimmy was like, I don't go live. He said, I can't go live on my laptop. I go live from my phone. I'm like, oh.
Hmm. Oh, I can't
Everybody, most
remember if I
like
ever used my
everybody,
laptop.
majority of the time, do it from their phone. That I think. But if
Hmm.
you if
That,
you do want to go live over there, let me know. Then I'll just jump on there and I'll just read the chat for you and stuff.
all right. Yeah, we could do that. We could probably do that. What's
But you'll
sometime
have
this
to
week.
you'll have to set it up to where basically people will just be able to click and be able to come up.
Yeah, can I make like I can make you a mod too, right?
Yeah.
Because that I'm gonna have trouble doing all that shit. Like,
But hold
and with
on.
that,
I don't know how the mod work, Tracy, though. I ain't never really been a mod on TT. So would I be able to control like,
You can control everything.
oh, I can control his live? Like who can come up, who can get dropped down?
Yep.
Oh, okay
and
then.
I yeah, I was about to say I just make y'all mods and let y'all run that shit because I can't see. That's for all y'all people who can see. You know,
Yeah, and then
you
till
gotta
you get
do.
your 1,000, and then you just go from there.
I mean, every time I jump on a panel, I get followers or whatever. So as long as I keep jumping on panels, but it's just I can't talk to everybody, man. Some of them people crazy as hell.
Exactly.
And, and you that and type person I am, man. If I already see like it's gonna be bullshit, I don't indulge in it. I avoid shit. That's just how I am, man. I'm not
Yeah.
one of the people who just want to come up and argue with people. I'd be like, man, I'm straight, bro. I'd rather watch a Chinese short video or some shit. I
I
do
flip.
that.
I flip real quick when I see stuff like that. Like, cause how you
Yeah.
seen you was on this lady's page. It's a lady that I see now. I flip real quick, but she's a kind of big. She a heavy set lady, and she be talking about men are not smart. They're unintelligent. Some she just be having these prompts. I just be like, girl. I flip right on through real quick. I just be like, people just be saying anything, but she be like, she's like a man basher. Every time I come through, it's always like bashing some type of prompt, bashing men, saying something real negative about men. That's why I asked you, is the lady like heavy set?
Yeah, I didn't see her. I ain't gonna say she sound. That's just me being
Yeah.
I'm just being
Sometimes they
petty there.
can though. They can.
You hear a motherfucker breathing and shit, like, God damn, yeah, I ain't over there. You need some OT. Like,
Ooh, you out of there.
man, I ain't gonna hold
Crazy.
you.
Oh, yeah, dying. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know this. I could take control over the channel like that. But you know what? Yeah, you right because it on one person that do it live, they be talking for the person on their live and then be telling people like, oh, you'll get dropped if you do this, you do that. Like they kind of like narrate for the person and they just take over the live and do whatever it is they gotta do.
Oh, this is what. So I made. Tell me what y'all think about. I meant to. I meant to. So I made. Uh, Shout out to writers, man. She put me on that app where I can make music or whatever. So I made some.
Wait, what? Out?
Yeah, with the AI music.
Oh,
So
okay. What app? What's that? What is called?
Suno. It's called
Suno, which
Suno.
one? Suno, they got a few of them. Suno, they got, oh shoot, they got Flow. They got, I think it's called Sondo, Sondo. They got
I'm gonna
several of them
start.
out there.
I'm gonna start coming to Miss Tracy about these apps, man. Miss Tracy know about all this. I'm just getting hip to this, man.
Mm-hmm.
Miss
About
Tracy,
the AI app, she be knowing.
yeah,
Well,
Miss
I
Tracy,
don't
I'm
know a
about to.
lot now. I just started this stuff in January, so
Oh, what is this?
I just started in
Bruh,
January. I'm learning. I'm learning.
but
But
she
I know
teaching
you
What
me.
got
you?
you got several music companies out there that you can use lo-fi, non-copyright, and you can make your own music too. You can make your own songs too.
But I made two. I made a new intro and a new outro. But which
In the
one is it?
AI app, so what you basically do,
Yeah,
you tell it what you want and like what you kind of looking for, and it just kind of produces.
man. Look, I got the lyric. One of these. Look. So one, I had this. I remember I told you it was years ago. I made this one song. I wrote a song. It was more of a poem than a song. Um, and I just put the lyrics into this app, and they made the beat and everything. And it ain't my voice; it's another voice. So I did one like that, and then I used Chat GPT to make the outro. So I'm gonna play the outro and the intro for y'all. Let me find.
Yes, I do tell chat, hey, you want an intro and
Just stop
outro
being
for
dumb. If you a
whatever
good
platform?
person, man, because you can be smart as hell and be evil, right? So the thing is,
That's not what I was trying to
That's
put.
Charleston.
No,
Ugh.
that's what you call it. What's his name?
That sounds somebody regular talking.
Um,
Oh,
that's
that sound like
Bro
Charleston White.
Sanchez. That's Sanchez.
Oh yeah, okay. Cause they do kind of sound alike though, but
Yeah,
I
they
get
got that
so be
twang.
so disgusted. Oh my gosh. And word, that's word boy. But I don't know. I just cannot get with him.
Bro Sanchez.
Charleston White, neither Sanchez either. I don't like
Oh,
neither one
Charleston
of them.
White. Like I know. Like I understand Charleston White. I don't agree with him, and I don't disagree with him. I do. I disagree with him more than I agree with him, but I understand him. So it's like I don't feel nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like it is not. I understand him, so it's no big deal
I
to
mean,
me.
I don't feel nothing either because I just flipped the channel, the little thing.
Like
But I mean, I
he's
don't.
hit he a shot. But see, that's like when he said something in a video before he even got famous. Yeah, he was when he was on you. I mean, when he was just on Facebook, he was like, "I'm a shock jock. I'm gonna say the most egregious shit ever just to get your attention." Because when I was out here doing the right way, wasn't nobody paying attention. So now I'm gonna just say some shit. He said, when you get tired of me, stop watching me, and I'll stop doing it. But he said until if he said if you keep watching me, then I'm gonna just get worse and worse. I'm like, that's some real shit. I can't be mad at him. He told you what he gonna do and what he doing.
And that's
So
the main reason why I don't like him is because he
right.
just say the outlandish stuff, and I just be like, nah, I'm good, bro.
have a purpose. Get it?
So
Yeah, that's deeper than surface. They chasing the image.
yeah, this is the outro. This is the one Chat GPT wrote.
Look, been in my mind, had to clean that out. Dark thoughts lurking, had to
No,
air
this
that
is the
out.
one.
Like Game Strong, I don't play that now. I decode self, had to wear that crown. Hold up, who you are when nobody clapping? Who you are when the doubt start tapping? Philosophy.
This is the one I
got me
wrote.
soul search mapping every lost turn lesson, no more back.
Oh, I never do that.
So what did you do? You put the lyrics in there and told them, or they came up with the actual words?
No, I put the. So what you do, like you. Hold on, let me switch these. Hold real quick because this one's about to die. So the first way I did it is I already had something written, so I already had a song written. So I took that and put it in there, and then they made a bunch of different beats for it and had it. You know, you
Mm-hmm.
can put the type of style you want them to rap in and all that. So that's the first time I did it, and then I didn't have nothing else, and I wanted an outro. So I went to Chat GPT and I said, "Write me an outro," and I forgot the parameters I put, and it wrote an outro, and I'm like, "Oh, that's dope. I like it." So I went and made that. I don't see. Hold on.
Yeah, yeah. You for the grind. Look. Yeah. Look. Yeah. I've been in my mind, had to clean that out. Thoughts lurking,
So
had to edit it out.
this
I
is
don't play that now. I decode.
this is the same song, just on a different beat, different style. So I was trying to pick between this one and the other one. It's the one Chat GPT wrote. I play the one I wrote after the.
Who you are when nobody clapping? Who you are when the dots start tapping? Philosophy deep, got me soul search mapping. Every lost turn lesson, no more black tracking. Metaphysics, I'm sifting the vision. I see beyond what they call realistic. Energy loud with the moves, stay quiet. I'm building the self that's truly aligned with purpose. Yeah, that's deeper than surface. They chasing the image, I'm chasing the meaning. They want the result. I'm loving the learning. The word not a gimmick. I'm speaking in codes. Mentor mind with a prophet soul. Playing them scenes now, watch them grow. If you ready to rise, then you already know. No fear, no chains. I'm breaking the cycle, rewriting the script. I'm holding the title. Look in the mirror, that's your arrival. You versus you is the only rival. So tap in if you want that shift in your life. Tap in if you're ready to sharpen your mind. Tap in. This ain't just words that you hear. It's the word.
Like my wife liked
Okay.
that one. That's the one my wife. I like this one. This is the one I like.
Yeah. Look. I've been in my mind, had to clean that out. Dark thoughts lurking, had to air that out. Sight game strong, I don't play that now. I decode self, had to wear that crown. Hold up, who you are when nobody clapping? Who you are when the doubt start tapping? Philosophy deep, got me soul search mapping. Every lost turn lesson, no more backtracking. Metaphysics, I'm shifting the vision. I see beyond what they call realistic. Energy loud, but the moves stay quiet. I'm building a self that's truly aligned with purpose. Yeah, that's even the surface. They chasing the image, I'm chasing the meaning. They want the result, I'm loving the learning. The word, not a gimmick, I'm speaking in codes. Mental mind with a prophet soul. Planting them seeds, now watch it grow. If you ready to rise, then you already know. No fear, no chains, I'm breaking the cycle. Rewriting the script, I'm holding the title. Look in the mirror, that's your arrival. You versus you is the only rival, so tap in. If you want that shift in your life, tap in. If you ready to sharpen your mind, tap in. This ain't just words that you hear, it's the word.
Well, that's the one I like. My wife liked this first one I played, but yeah, that one Chat GPT wrote. The war. Now this is the one I wrote. Now
Yeah.
I think a couple people heard this, but this is the one I wrote.
Yeah. Yeah. Before the grind, before the shine, it's confusion. It was pain. It was you.
Yep, you
Searching.
can make your own music.
And
Oh,
then the word spoke. I heard the word in the silence of my mind. Said you a king, but you've been blind in your design. Every star, every fall, it was part of the climb. Now I walk like a prophet. Every step is a line. Yeah, the word told me, build, don't break.
you wrote it? Did you
So
sing it?
don't move in faith.
No,
Now
I
I'm
didn't
losing from
sing
the
it.
pressure I was
You know you can sing it yourself.
My voice sucks.
Your brother did it.
And nah, this and then I'm more of a poet than a like singer or rapper. Like this was the actual poem I wrote,
Hmm.
and I just
Yeah,
put the
a
lyrics
lot of
into
people
that
they do
thing.
poems and they turn them to
Yeah,
song. They do their life story, different things that happen in their life. Some kind of way they make it a song. I got a few of them out, but I ain't never put them out.
yeah. But
I was like at the
this
beginning when
was
I first started, and I never finished it up, and I just recently made some new ones. Actually, you can make you a whole generator. I have a whole generator where you can make your music in a generator, whatever type
yeah.
of music that you want. So all you gotta do
The
is
shit.
tell chat to give it to you. Tell chat, hey, I want a GPT generator based off of whatever it is type of music that you like.
This shit is gonna put people out of business. Like even artists, man. Like what am I? Why would I buy somebody's CD when I can make music tailored to my liking? Why would I
And
ever?
then you can adjust the the sounds, the bass, whatever all that stuff is called. You can adjust it.
Hey, Commander, I know what I am and I know what I'm not, and I am not that. My voice sucks, man. When it comes to, I can't. I used to be able to sing when I was
Yeah, like
little.
they say, out of box and all that stuff. Oh no, this to do the same thing, but probably better. I mean,
Yeah.
they'll never know.
So this gonna be
Never
the
know.
intro.
Looking in
It'll
the
do the
mirror,
same thing.
reflecting to the word came truth. Now I'm moving intention. Say that the blood is freedom. Pain is the teaching. Every lesson hit
But
different.
command in the chat, I
Trouble
can't see
reaches
the
now.
chat
Coming
no
from the
more.
fire, letting
Where my
go
phone at?
much deeper. Now my mind gets sharper every time I delve
Where
feature.
my
I'm
other
asleep.
phone at?
Dreams when I let execution. The word game vision turning it into a movement. Now I'm building my life with precision and blueprint. Every step calculated, no illusion, just truth. I hear the
Yeah,
word in the silence
ain't
of
no
my
more
mind.
ain't
Said
no
you a
more
king, but you
studios
can climb into your
and record
design. Every
producers
star, every
and
fall,
all
it
that
was
and all of
part of
that
the
and all of that.
now I walk. Every step is the line. Work, don't feel, don't break. Elevate your soul, don't move in faith. Down pressure, I was buried in the weight. Still wait, spirit, yeah, I'm trying to lead a way. Watch your energy. Watch who you keep.
You gotta turn it up
Everybody meant to
some.
see the vision you see. Consistency louder than what you tweak.
You know
Real
what? I
growth
gotta.
come when you suffer in peace. So I cut off the doubt. Fear. Started talking to God. Now my purpose is clear. Every loss that I took got me standing right here. Now my voice got power every time that they hear. The word like a prophet, but it lives in my chest. Every truth that he speaks. Best since you already chosen. You just gotta invest. Now I'm paying on me. I ain't settling for less. Rise, evolve, transform. You are not who you were. You are who you decide to become. Listen, the word is within you. Yeah, I heard the word in the silence of my mind. Every limit was a lie. Design turn my pain into purpose. Now the stars all align. I don't follow the world. I redefine. Word told me build, don't break. Elevate your soul, don't move in
Is
faith.
that
Now
better?
I'm rising from the ashes. Yeah, I carry my faith. Self-made legend. It's the intro. I'm awake. I'm awake. Awake.
I love that beat. That beat gold as hell. I don't know why I love beats like that. Like when you hear drums.
Is it static? You
Huh?
Tracy?
I don't know. You saying something? Terry? You breaking up on my end.
What's this?
Mm-hmm. Yep. 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 Yep.
Yeah, I gotta get more into the technology. I'm feeling old. Things just passing by.
My old ass can do it. You definitely can do it.
And a bunch of these. No, there's no.
You definitely can do it. If I can attempting to do it, trying to learn how to do it.
I just gotta use it. Once I use it, then I figure it out. And
But
I just think it's man. It's so much. I mean, it's like time, man. It's time. Like I don't be having time to. I had very minimum time to play with it, but I figured it out. And so now it's just about using it. The more I use it, the better I get at it.
they got well, I know that one, the free version, I think I forgot how many coins they give you a day. Is it a day? Oh, but on the free one, it's it's theirs. But if you
Yeah,
pay
so
like
that's what. Yeah,
but if
I'm
you
a
pay like
I'm
the
a
little $10 subscription, it's
on
yours.
Suno. I think it's $5.99 if I'm not mistaken.
It's $10.
On Suno,
Yeah. Unless they got a promotion going on. But it's $10. Unless you
that ain't
now
bad.
when you talk about some $5.99 here, that probably some kind of deal on the damn whole year. Then that's what they be
Oh
getting. You gotta pay attention to it. You gotta
yeah,
pay
but
it for the year.
I got a couple apps like that. Like my video editor, I always pay for the year.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple apps. I got
Yeah.
two video editors that I pay for the year.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
it
you
ain't
get a
bad.
little
Five ninety
cheaper when
nine
you
a year
pay it that way. I think it's $8.99 if you buy it
for the
by the
month.
year. It's $10 if you pay monthly. But I heard of one that's even better. That's even better and cheaper.
Which one is that?
Oh hell. I know Flow. I think Flow AI music, and then
So okay, so is $8 a month for
if
the
you pay
year.
for the year.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So that ain't bad. $96.
I'm mad because I fell off my little music class. This lady was teaching on TT, and well, she do it every I think I don't know Saturday and Sunday, and maybe Monday if they struggling with something. But I fell off. I fell off to where now I'm mad because shit, I'd be way advanced if I wouldn't have fell out just hanging in the streets. I'd be well off. Shit, but hanging in the streets got me messed up. To they making the music and videos. They putting on, you singing and your avatar, whoever's singing, and they got actually real videos going on with it. I'm like, oh my god, I fell behind. Now I'm mad because I do got my artists, my AI artists, what I wanted to sing, all that. Just I
Yeah,
don't know. I just never
Tay
took
felt
time out to learn how to connect it with the music and make it flow with the music because, like I said, hanging in the streets.
if you get your charger plugged in, it's probably why. Try to take if you got your charger plugged in, take the charger out or turn the Wi-Fi off and just use the data. I know sometimes that's why my phone be static.
Oh, you don't tell.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's definitely really a game changer because, um, yeah, you ain't got to worry about all that copyright, all that stuff, and then you get to make your own music. You know.
Yeah, tailored to you. Because I
Hmm.
mean, since I've been on here, I've been trying to, find people, to tailor something to me specifically. I was supposed to have my homeboy that he was supposed to rap that for me, and I've been waiting for 2 years for him to do that. Three years, and never had it done. So being able to just plug it in and bam, I get that shit in minutes. That's dope.
Yeah.
It's a
Hmm.
game changer too. I can
Yep.
do so much with that.
Hmm.
You can do so much with it. So it's
Right.
definitely a game changer.
Right. That's the thing. That's the thing. We late. We late. Little
Yeah,
late to the game.
but I mean, we
But it
here
is a
though.
lot
So
easier. It is a lot easier for us now than what it was 2 years ago when about 2 years or 3 years when they first came out with all this AI stuff. Oh yeah, it's very much easier for us now than what it was back then.
way easier.
Like I
And
just made this.
and
I made me a juke joint, a juke joint generator tonight.
you made a juke joint.
Mm-hmm. A juke joint. You know what a juke joint? A juke joint.
Yeah, like back in the day, they used to have a juke joint.
Yeah. Oops. Uh-oh.
See, I mean, with all this new technology, I mean,
How do
you
you
can
flip the screen on here?
you on your phone or you on the
I'm on the
computer.
phone.
Go down to settings,
Oh,
and
I've
when you
not been
go
on
to
StreamYard in so long, I can't tell you. Oh, settings. Let me see settings.
and
Camera.
then yeah,
And then here, what? Back camera or what?
yeah, if you want the back camera, let's just hit the back
Back
camera.
dual. Back dual. Wide camera back. What's your wide camera? Back camera. I don't know what all that is. Back camera. Just back camera. Give me something camera. Just give me the camera. Oh, I don't know. Open up, mouse. Open up. Mm.
And that's the key, Commander. I ain't got to pay nobody. I can pay the app.
See?
Shit cheaper.
See, it says juke joint GPT generator.
Oh, you made that?
Yeah.
You over there making apps?
I just told you how to do it. I just literally told you how to
Damn.
do it. I got this one. I think I need to add some more because I'm missing music. So I got. I got. Oh Lord, I got blues. I don't know if y'all. I hope y'all can see that. Blues, jazz, soul. I don't know what a Gula Island vibes is, but vent. Ooh, I guess vintage fashion, neon jukebox streams. Like, just give me all the instruments. Give me a horn. Give me a sax, a guitar, piano, drums, flute, trumpet. Oh hell, you didn't give me my clarinet and a mic and a mic. Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. They over there making
See,
apps, man. That shit
see there.
crazy.
Look, I don't really know how to work all this shit yet, but I know how to make it. They got the image prompt, and they got the Suno lo-fi music prompt. Then I guess they got a script to scene video. I don't know how to work this shit. I just go off of what I've been taught, and I still don't know how to put all this shit together. I'm like, well, what is video to scene, or whatever, video to scene, or script to scene video. Ooh, and is it something that I'm doing? I need to do learn how to do to put my people, put my people, the make the avatar say this shit or the video or whatever say all that. I don't know. So I don't know. I'm learning. I'm just learning. I'm just learning. I'm learning. I don't know what I'm doing, and trust and blame me. I get confused. I get don't nobody help me. I mean, I help. I met a few people, but after a while they get to being funny style and stuff, and my kids definitely don't want to help me. I ain't messing with no AI. No, that's fake. Like,
But
okay,
the
with
more you
AI.
do it, the better you gonna get at it, though.
Yeah, so I started doing it in January, about mid-January to where now I know how to build my own.
And see, that's crazy because I remember this one dude was showing me how to script the app, and I'm like, bro, I ain't about to do all that shit, bro. Like,
How to do what?
and he was showing me how he create apps. He got like 17 different apps
Well, this
on
is
Play
not
Store and Apple.
well, let me see. It depends. These are generators, which they are like apps. Only thing
Yeah,
that only thing that mine don't do is produce uh, pictures pictures and videos, which that part of the app, that's actually when you go that far into it, you actually done made an actual app,
yeah.
and you gotta
You
pay,
it's
for that. I mean, either way it goes, you still gotta pay for it regardless. You still have to pay for it all regardless, but I'm just saying to where, yeah, you have to pay for it, and if you sell it, you'll be responsible paying for it, but you can go for it without um you can oh my god, what am I doing? um you can either pay for the people to be able to use the app, or either they can get their own key and do it themselves. Like I pay for my own stuff to develop my videos or apps or my photos and my videos or whatever, because that API, once you're responsible for those people, it's very, it can get very expensive. That's how that old lady.
yeah,
Yeah, so people know. If they know, they know.
yeah. Because my homeboy, that's what he do. He dropped out of high school and he was working. He always been computer savvy though, but he dropped out of high school. Was work. I think he was working at like a church's chicken, and then like right before Facebook hit, he started making apps and shit. Like when a smartphone, and like 3 years later, like he got 17 apps right now. He got a language app, like a translator app. I got that. That's kind of dope. Like it
Mm.
pick up like with people talking and then it translate it for you. Um,
Oh,
but yeah, he got like 10 games. Most of his apps are games.
oh
But
yeah, well yeah, but yeah, I mean, depending on what kind or what type you want, you can and then like I said, once it come visible, oh Lord, when it come visible, well, they develop like I'm doing now. That's when it's money involved.
yeah,
Cause every time somebody make a video, I think an actual video. Uh, they want you to put it into the app to make it. I want to say they said it's like $3.20 a video.
yeah, because the generator is the app itself. Like the actual any generator you use is an app. Period. You can generate other generators off of
Yeah,
that
yeah, you
app.
can generate. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can generate.
And so, but yeah, I'm not that tech savvy like that. And that's
Ain't nothing text
when
about
I
it.
was younger, I wanted to try to do everything, and then when I got
Ain't
older,
nothing
I was
text
like,
about it. You just tell chat what you want
yeah,
and try to build it for
th-
you.
that's crazy.
Try to build it for
People,
you. I like chat. Give me a GPT, a HTML. I don't know. It's like three different kind. I don't know. I done mixed them all up and reset all three of them together, but. But it gave me whatever. I want one based on juke joint music and put the clothes or whatever. Like I went to the pen to Pinterest and picked out like different outfits and pictures of the juke joints or whatever. And hmm so I got my name. I got my name up there. Oh well, damn, that ain't got my name on it. That one got racy. Oh, AI, you be messing up. But that was supposed to be my. This supposed to be my my artist. Oh, I better not put that up there. They're supposed to be my artist right here. Sing for me, do my music part. They're my artists. Yep. Yeah, but it's real easy. Just tell AI. I mean, hello.
Yeah, I'm still there.
Oh shit, I'm tripping. I'm thinking. But, but yeah, she need to go in there and delete them ones. I don't know why, but this is like, oh, mm, why you regenerating them and remaking them? You know, they might not be saying what I told them to say. Ones I told him, tell him what to say, tell him what to say, how to say it. Nope.
Yeah, Chat GPT, that thing is crazy, man. That thing is crazy.
In my backyard barbecue grill party, some party, B- backyard. Let's see, backyard barbecue and pool generator.
Young Riaz, what it do with the business is? Man, it's 3 o'clock. Man, let me get my butt off here. I gotta take my son to school in the morning. But I'm when I go on TikTok, I'm gonna make you and Tay mods so y'all can help me out if y'all can. I appreciate it. Good. Going from my phone, that's gonna be hard. Like going live from my phone, I can barely see stuff on my phone, like words and little icons. Like they kept saying it was a plus symbol on a box. I didn't see that plus symbol until I took a screenshot and blew it up. Like, oh, it's right there in the corner. And now I know where to touch at, but I can't see the plus symbol on the
Well,
boxes
yeah,
on
I
my
mean,
phone.
shit. A lot of times, don't feel bad. I probably didn't see it either until because I don't think I want to say it wasn't always there. To where I know now when you click on they got it there, and when you click on it. I guess people get 2 cents or probably 1 cent when you connect to them.
I'm scrolling up and down. I'm on YouTube featured. Guess I'm getting back in the algorithm. Think because I went vertical though.
I got
I just got to
pictures.
go live more. I'm gonna go live more. I can't wait till I can go live on both of them at the same time.
Well, they don't. You definitely got to go now with individual.
Oh, you can use StreamYard.
No, you
I
can't use
seen
StreamYard.
you just need the stream key. I seen a couple people doing it. You can either use StreamYard or Prism. There's another app called Prism. Most gamers use it, but because I was looking one day, I'm looking like, how are they on YouTube? But it looked like TikTok,
Oh,
and
I
I'm like,
missed
how
that
do
one
they
because
do that?
I used
And
to
I
try to
asked
do it back in the
if you
day. It didn't work for me, so I had
no,
to do it
they
separate.
just StreamYard just got
That
access to
is,
TikTok through the stream key like I think it was in December.
Oh, okay.
I think it was because because now because you used to have to use a stream key for Rumble. I used to go live on here and Rumble at the same time, and you used to need a stream key, but now you don't need a stream key because they got full access to Rumble. StreamYard do, but they don't have full access to TikTok. But you can use a stream key, just like OBS. If you use OBS, you use stream keys for everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just heard about another one. Then I gotta, I gotta figure out how to use the one or use this in this feature in here to where they got it in here where you can loop your videos and run your live, loop them.
Oh, and here that's easy to StreamYard.
No, I'm talking about in YouTube.
Oh, I don't know. I don't even. I think I used the YouTube. I think I went live off YouTube one time. I always use StreamYard when I go live off YouTube.
No, yeah, well, yeah, okay. Well, I don't. I mean, I'm just, yeah. I just noticed that about a week or two ago, a couple of weeks ago. I'm like, oh, well, dang, you can actually do it through YouTube, and because like I said, I don't be over here that much. I be over there on TikTok a lot, so I'm like, I need to get hours over here. Now I got to really get hours because they demonetizing me.
Yeah, I got to get hours too because I know they ain't demonetized me yet, but taking the months off, I know my hours drop. So that's why I said I'm gonna start going live. Well, I ain't
I
gonna be
don't
going
know
live
why they
every day.
demonetize me. I don't know why. I can't figure it out, and I don't know why.
If you, I mean, that's is in the like the qualification for monetization. It's not just one time. You got to get that yearly.
What? The
The
four
hours.
thousand?
No, you just need 1,000.
A
You
thousand
need
hours?
1,000. Whatever the monetize. What is it? 500 subs and 1,000 hours to be
I
monetized.
thought it's 500 subs and 3,000 hours.
Well, what? Yeah, the bare minimum you got to get that. So you're gonna need the 4,000 to stay fully monetized.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
need
you got to
four
have
thousand hours.
4,000 to stay
Yeah.
fully monetized.
I'm only like from I'm only like I think less than 1,000 hours I need. So I get that if I just keep going live. I would have been had it, but I ain't been going live like that. But yeah, let me get my butt off there. But I'll be over there if you go live tomorrow. I'll be over there. But whenever you go live, I'm gonna take my butt to sleep now because I know my son go jump on me at 7 o'clock in the morning. Like, Dad, get up. I'm like, bro, you ain't got school for an hour and a half. You wake me up at 7 o'clock every morning. Yeah, that little mug, man. I love being a dad, though. One of the greatest things ever. You got to pass that, Miss Tracy. You got to pass it.
Oh, I don't know. Ooh, mm-mm. Ooh. All right, then. Well, I'll see you out there, out here.
All right, I'll check you out, Miss Tracy. I appreciate you coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Tay Eats, y'all. Tay Eats, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know what I always say. Care about how you feel. These are conversations to build nation. And if I say anything that resonate with you, do me a favor, hit that share button. Tell somebody, help me spread the word. But until next time, we out.